Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. In this video I'm going to talk to you guys about everything that's going on in the community, my personal thoughts and theories, and how I personally think they should improve the game, obviously in their own way. And yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on everything that I do. I'll see you guys in the discussion. So, well, I've got a bit of a list here. So if I keep looking over to the, literally that way, I'm reading my list, because I figured I'd best make a list instead of just blabbering on like I always do. So, first little point on the list is something I've spoken about before, is mods making the vanilla game look not as good as it, first initially, when we first initially got the game, it looked great. We were like, oh my god, this is awesome, and then mods came out and like, it could be better. And it's certainly something that's improved the game tenfold in my opinion. Like, I'm playing the Astartes mod in the background right now, and well, as you can see, there's no bots with me, and because of that, because there's no bots, I can play up to 8 players, which is incredible. I'm certainly excited for that kind of thing. When it comes to like the horde mode, for example, modded horde mode sounds like something that could be crazy. I'm certainly excited for something like that. But yeah, the mods make vanilla games seem kind of sucky. But I've been in a call with Warhammer Workshop recently, and he told me to make sure to spread the message of try not to be too negative towards the devs, because they are still working pretty hard. I know some people probably think that the mod developers probably, like the mod devs seem like they know more around the game, but trust me, they're hitting this. They are getting support from Saber, but they aren't shown where to go. They said, yeah, okay, this stuff's in the game, you can add this kind of stuff, but you've got to find it first. So it's a bit of a treasure hunt for the mod developers, but Warhammer Workshop's working hard. He's not really in the background, he's in the centrefold at the moment of the Space Marine 2 community, I do think. He's certainly a big figure within the whole community. But yeah, anyway, enough blabbering, let's get on to the next point. So, the next point is something to do with the last community update. Is, they bragged about stuff they could have added in the game from the beginning, such as the colourable cloths and the eye colour, which a lot of people have said this should have been in since day one. To some extent I agree, because we still have those helmets in the game that used to be the unique helmets with the different coloured lenses. But like I said, I do think these kind of things should have been in the game from the beginning, but it feels like the eyes don't glow the same, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do think the colourable cloths and other, like, can't even speak, my god, the segmented customization, like with the hands, the cloth. Oh, my character glitched out then. Yeah, the hands, the cloth, the eyes. I would like the chest area around the Aquila to be customizable, so I can finally make my own little silver Templar. But you can't have everything, I suppose. I'm not dealing with this new Earthrope, I'm literally by myself with no AI. But anyway, I'll probably deal with it, I suppose. I just realised it's a Biobot too. It's a Biobot.
Survey the terrain, one.
I'm not doing very well against this Neurothrope. It's certainly my biggest nemesis. So yeah, I need to get back on track before, well, I shouldn't have really played on Ruthless of all of all difficulties, I had to choose Ruthless.
Another storm.
Oh, I got through that, come on. But, yeah, so, the, on the note of the customization they could have had since day one, well, it just feels limited, does the customization in general. So, you know, that could, in a sense, go hand in hand with the customization, or that should have been here from the start, basically. And, you know, it's a bit disappointing in that sense, and, you know, it's something I just want to talk about and just get out there. I'm obviously trying not to, I'm not bad-mouthing the devs, I'm just trying to give them criticism so they know what they're doing wrong. Obviously there's a couple of things they're doing right, but I've got a couple of theories that, you know, but before I get into the theories, I've just got one more point to make, that I'm not a fan of, that the developers are using within the game, and it's the pros. It's like a service almost, for them to have in-game events on an external website, if that makes sense. You shouldn't have to use an external website just to unlock a piece of equipment slash customization. For example, there's the Mark 8 helmet that a lot of people missed out on, simply because, my god, this Neurothop's messing me up. There we go. So yeah, there's a lot of things that people missed out on. Let's get rid of that. I'm just, yeah, pros is my strongest, it's not my favourite thing. It's probably one of my biggest criticisms of the game. It will be this Neurothorpe. The Carnifex might have. I recorded previously this video and I got absolutely wrecked by a Carnifex, funnily enough. So if I beat a Neurothorpe over a Carnifex, then there's something wrong with me. But yeah, I'm just going to get into the theories now. So the theories that I've got is Games Workshop is holding back the developers through contracts and red tape and stuff like that. I think there was a question once asked to the developers if we'll ever get a game about a different chapter, and I think they said something on the lines of they're only contracted to the Ultramarines and Titus, or something along the lines like that, which kind of sucks. And you know, it's nothing, well, nothing we shouldn't have expected from Games Workshop. They are pretty underhand with some of their games. I know, I forget which games they've had issues where game companies have had issues where they couldn't express themselves a little bit within the 40k universe, but yeah, that's something of a theory of mine, bit of a tinfoil hat kind of thing, where I think they're kind of holding back the developers so they don't basically not explode. Explode seems a bit aggressive. Like the creativity goes too far, if that makes sense. But at the same time, wouldn't it be cool to have next level customization? And you know, like they'll claim lore accuracy and all that, but I just want a bit of, I want an iron hill on my bulwark. You know what I mean? Like, can't I have that? Can't I have a little iron hill on my bulwark, or is it just not lore accurate anymore? Is it suddenly being all changed through the mighty powers of Games Workshop? Do you know what I mean? It's certainly frustrating in that sense. Is there anything in here? No. But yeah, that's one of my theories. And my other little theory is that the game developers did not expect so many players to get the game or play the game. It wasn't exactly built for a lot of players. I think they had to do something for the servers to get more players on here and stuff like that. And I'm certainly curious to see, you know, what kind of what kind of stuff they have to do to basically increase the size or get more servers perhaps for their game, and you know, something to think about, I suppose. They built a game that wasn't exactly ready for, well, at this point it's, what's the number? So the last time they released something like that, it said thank you for 5 million players. So we might be nearly reaching 6 million, you never know. But 5 million players is a lot for a company that did, you know, I don't think they expected such a big player base on, well, yeah, I know it's been around 7 months now, but it's besides the point. I think it was around the original time of, like, the original release time, where they got a lot of players, which is pretty interesting, and, you know, it's certainly, well, a big deal in the sense of these developers. Obviously they're not a big developer. The last time the last big-ish game they made was World War Z, and that didn't exactly rise up and above everything that was released at the same time. World War Z's a pretty good game now, actually, if you look at it in the sense of that's the final product that they've given us, and, you know, they did a really good job with World War Z in the end. So I'm just hoping with Space Marine 2 they do something very similar, and, well, hopefully listen to us a bit more in that sense. I know they have been listening, obviously, for the smaller things, you know, like the customization and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm going to get into this last little section here of basically how they could improve relations with the player base. So maybe perhaps they could do community live streams where the community manager basically talks to the community, and we're all in chat and stuff like that, and they, instead of just giving us posts for the community updates, talk to us. Obviously have the web page as extra for those who missed the stream, but I think it would be such a more personal touch almost if we got an actual community live stream every month. Maybe, you know, I can guarantee it wouldn't take much, a little bit of a script, and to make sure they didn't make any mistakes about accidentally leaking upcoming content or something, you know. It's something to, you know, they should think about. It could improve player relations, it could cause a lot of trolling in chats and stuff like that, but nothing a few moderators can't fix, I suppose. But yeah, that's an idea. Something I'm certainly a bit upset about is the Horde mode player count, so let's just increase that. That'd certainly improve player relations. Let's just improve it from, like, say 3 to 5. Oh, that's a big attack. So yeah, I do think, again, another big attack. He just does not like me. Okay, well then, he's a lictor, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, finish concentrating on the lictor. Yeah, so increase the player count on Horde mode before it's released, otherwise I think you'll have people going back to Space Marine 1 just to play the well, Horde mode on there, because a lot of people have been saying Space Marine 1's starting to look better than Space Marine 2, which is a bit of an interesting point. I've seen a few people say that, not many people, but I've seen a lot of people saying that they'd rather play Space Marine 1, which is pretty interesting. So another thing, so I'm going to talk about the pro system again and how they could implement it into the game as a brand new thing. I was thinking as a system called the Chaplain's Orders. So obviously get it to the data vault, maybe put the chaplain in there as an interactable character, and he basically gives you all the stuff from the pros events, just with different challenges. I certainly think that would be a lot easier to get. Maybe just as simple to add into the game. Just slap Leandros' model into the data vault, and I can guarantee a lot of people will probably take funny screenshots of them too. So I think it would, you know, improve in the sense of we would get back all the pros stuff, as well as well, it wouldn't be as limited, because I do remember them saying once or twice that they're gonna try and bring the pro stuff back, because they know a lot of people want that customization and they missed it. So, you know, it's something to think about, and I just hope they do. Well, I hope they see this video. I highly doubt they do, but it is what it is, I suppose. I am blabbering on, and it's been about 15 minutes now, and well, best just get to the last two little points. Not really major points, just how to improve, well, how they could improve the game before this kind of content comes out. So, add more PvP maps. They could put sections of the campaign as like a small PvP, maybe a potential game mode like a 2v2 mode. That'd be kind of fun. Some silly little game modes like that, not this competitive type thing. And obviously there's the obviously they've got the oh my god, the custom matches now, so mods can now be played in multiplayer technically, just offline in private mode, which is pretty awesome. I am a big fan of that and the idea of that. I just hope they find a way to incorporate the crazy customization that they're putting into the PvE mode into PvP. So, yeah, the last bit is, please, for the love of the Emperor, do not make the Chaos customization that we've been seeing leaked as champion skins. Please, like, my god, please do not make them champion skins. Yes, they'd be cool as champion skins, but it also means we cannot change the colour of them, and it also means we cannot, you know, put certain certain helmet on, certain chest plate, stuff like that. And I do think it would very much maybe frustrate the player base in the sense of customization, but like I said, I don't think they're going to see this video, and you know, it is what it is, and I'm just trying to get my thoughts out there and how they could improve the game and what's not exactly working for the game at the moment. So if you did like this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike and let me know how I could improve this video. And yeah, leave a comment on what you think about how they could improve Space Marine 2. I just threw my life away just to do this outro. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe to keep updated on everything Space Marine. My god, that's a bit funny. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.